Listen, let's get to it. It's your man Bustamove, general YouTuber. And you know, I just come from time to time and I give y'all a little PSA, public service announcement, certain things to think about. And when I give you certain things to think about, I just try to tell you how I see things. And how I see things right now is we gotta stop as people minding other people's business. Like, you know what I'm saying? You only got one life to live and make it your best life. Because when you mind other people's business, you bringing on baggage that ain't your baggage. When you mind other people's business, you bringing on trouble and drama that ain't your drama. But let me say this right here. It's one thing to mind someone's business, but it's another thing to be in a discussion. Everyone's not going to see eye to eye. Everyone is not going to see things on the same level. Have your opinion, or I'm going to have my opinion. But the problem is, when you have your own opinion at times, some dudes can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? And when they can't handle that, it leads to the drama and beef. But I say this right here. Man, don't leave nothing behind. Lay it all out on the table. Have you ever seen a U-Haul behind a hearse? You haven't, because when you dead and gone, you can't take nothing with you. So your feelings, your material things, your everything that you got in you to make you you, leave it on the table. Don't try to bring it along, because like I say, catch what I just said. Have you ever seen a U-Haul truck follow behind a hearse? You haven't, because you want to know why? You can't pack none of that stuff with you when it's time to go. So in a manner, and I use that on all aspects of life, even in conversations, even in dealing with certain people. Excuse me. We know for a fact all money ain't good money. We know that. That ain't no cliche saying all money ain't good money. But once you become a businessman and you step into trying to make a certain amount of money or make another revenue stream, it becomes your money. And you gotta make it make sense. Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this right here. If any of y'all think Bustamove is broke, you tripping. I'm a whole lot of things, but broke ain't one of them. I ain't rich, but I ain't broke. I'm alright. Like I say, man, my house still there, multiple businesses still there, cars still there, property still there, kids still don't want for nothing, family don't want for nothing, the loved ones don't want for nothing. Always on somebody's plane in and out of town, because you wanna know why I'm really having it. You wanna know why? I'm minding my own business. And when I do step out there and I want to indulge in a conversation, I'm standing on 10 as a man. Believe that. I'm going to discuss things the way I see it. I'm never going to agree with a man. See, that's the problem. All conversations and all deliberations are not going to end where each man is agreeing with each other. It's just not going to do that. Because if I'm agreeing with a man all the time, that means I'm a flunky. That means I'm on the eggplant. That ain't me. That ain't me. And I don't want nobody on the eggplant in front of me or with me. I want men with me. I want dudes who realize want to help me challenge my mental and give me different variations of things. Give me different scenarios of things. Give me different point of views. Man, ain't nothing like a stand-up man letting you know that he don't see it your way. I respect that. I love that. Because you want to know why? When that happens, that shows me that this guy is really showing me who he is as a person. But see, a lot of these dudes, they want everybody to see it their way. And when you don't see it their way, they make you out to be the bad guy. It's not being a bad guy because you don't agree with a person. Remember, Bustamove told you that. That's not being a bad guy because you're not always hearing and taking heed to what someone's saying. Nah. Because you got to see things the way you see things. You got to put things in perspective the way you want to put it in perspective. Man, every man not going to agree with each other. Every man not going to see things on the same perspective. Because you want to know why? Certain men been through certain different things in life. Real talk, you can't compare a dude who's never been to prison to a dude who's been to prison. You can't compare a guy who played professional football, basketball, baseball, or hockey to a dude who never played sports. And I don't mean fight the sport itself, I mean to be a professional in his sport. It's a whole different ball game when you never done it. You can't talk to me about being a a nightclub or a restaurant or lounge owner. You can't do it if you never done it. Now, if you done it, you might say, Bustamove, I would have did it this way, or I did things that way. And I might say, well, that didn't work for me, but that's why I did it this way. But I can't talk to you about being a 9-to-5 person if I never done it. You might say, Bustamove, I got up at this time to prepare myself for that time so I can be out of there by this time. And I might say, well, I'd have took a couple more minutes, and then you might have told me when you ran into traffic trying to get to that 9-to-5. That's how it goes. And I might say, well, I don't really want to. Maybe I could have, hey, we can agree to disagree. That's what's wrong with today's society. It's too many dudes who don't have the mind state to be able to agree to disagree. Remember, Bustamove told y'all one thing. You ain't going to always agree, not only not with your friends, but not with your enemies. You and your enemies ain't going to always agree with each other, and it don't have to lead to beef. You and your associates, now, it don't have to lead to beef because y'all don't agree with each other. But when it do lead to beef, be mindful of that what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a snake. You're dealing with a small-minded person, as I always say. Y'all remember the old segments? Bustamove broke it down to you about small-minded people. Because you want to know why? They were looking for just someone to be a puppet or a pawn in their show. Bustamove, I'm looking for men to be around me. I'm looking for soldiers to be around me. I'm looking for guys who might not be in my tax bracket, but damn sure can sit down and talk to me about a different perspective of life. You can learn from the homeless man. You can learn from the millionaire. And that's what people get things misconstrued. Dudes think, oh man, I'm only trying to learn from the millionaire. No, you can learn from the homeless man too. What made you homeless? What put you in this predicament? What made you look at life and say, I just can't do it no more? And now you here sleeping in a box outside. See, we don't look that far past things to say, what really did that. All we think about is the millionaire. How do I get to $1 million? How do I make the next play to make $1 million? But sometimes chasing that money can jeopardize your integrity as a man. It can jeopardize your integrity as a person who, when you look at things, you got to find out where you coming from when you look at certain things in life. I know for a fact, I can honestly say personally, chasing a bag made me look at life on a whole different light, because I was chasing a bag, not realizing the bag I was chasing wasn't prepared for me. Did y'all catch that? The bag Bustamove was chasing wasn't prepared for him. I was chasing a bag, and I ain't know where I was going with it. But I learned. Because see, learning is half the battle. You must learn. You must adapt to what's going on. Because like I say, and this is what I'm going to end this right here with. Man, if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel, man, the Businessman Podcast. It's your man, Bustamove. Bald head, don't care. Shout out to the bald head movement, too, man. Listen, I support those brothers. They invited me to come on, and I'm going to tell my bald head story as well. But I say this right here. You're not going to always agree with a person. And because you don't agree with them, don't make them an enemy or a foe. It just means y'all didn't agree. And if it becomes an enemy or a foe, they was never supposed to be your person in the beginning. It's your man, Bustamove, man. General YouTuber. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get all the notifications, man. And come on, man. Let's keep these conversations going. It's your man, Bustamove. I am out.